Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. Over there is Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we're getting back to Severance. This is season 2, episode 7. And look, I'm just waiting for Mark to just completely lose it at this point, as if he hasn't already. Let's see where we go from here.
Well, that and who is Bert working for? I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to find out.
You know, I took Bert for a nice guy. I took him for a real nice guy for so long. And look, maybe we're jumping the gun here, but only one way to find out.
Bring on episode 7.
Let's go!
Uh-oh. Looks like my garage door opener just called it quits.
All right, this should be a quick and easy job. All we have to do is replace the motor. I'm thinking maybe an hour tops.
You want me using this ladder?
Hey, look, the other guys brought the fiberglass ones out to another job. This is all we had left at the shop. I'm sure it's gonna be just fine.
Looks like Noah used this thing to build the ark.
Guy, it's gonna be just fine. It's a quick, easy job. We're not going up that high. Just don't worry about it. Look, I'm counting on you.
Counting on you. Counting on you. Counting on you. You know, he's always counting on me. Look at this thing. Oh no. Oh. Ah, my leg. My leg. Ah! Ah!
You're gonna need some help with that. Your injury could be worth millions. You should consider calling Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm, with more than 1,000 lawyers and 4,000 case staff ready to fight for you if you become their client. But this guy is worried. He doesn't have the cash to pay for expensive legal fees. Worry no more. Morgan & Morgan will fight for every penny you deserve. And guess what? The fee is absolutely free, unless you win. But this guy doesn't want to sue his boss, even though he hasn't gotten his surgery bills covered in the last 6 months. When you sue for an injury, you're not suing your boss. You're suing the insurance company. If you've been a victim in a workplace injury or any other personal injury, you can click the link in the description, www.forthepeople.com/medicine, to see if you have a case. This guy did, now he's back in the game.
Are we gonna get her whole backstory?
Woo! Maybe you're right.
Oh, what's going on with her?
That's how they met.
Oh, okay.
Maybe?
Well, because I was thinking the worst, but she passed away in a car crash. I'm doing quotes because we don't know.
Are you reading?
Me? Well, yeah, this is a real treat. All quiet on the Western Blunt.
Kid's a genius. You should flunk every other
I
child.
couldn't agree more.
Wow, instant connection.
Mark,
Nice to meet you, Mark.
you too.
Well, there was an instant connection.
Oh, absolutely. It's a Lumon brand blood device there. See that?
Was it?
Yeah, it was Lumon brand. What you guys are doing,
Miracle
Hulk and
boat.
Randy over there.
Hey, we're becoming the mega powers.
Oh, nope.
This guy.
Okay, it's
It
over.
looked like a power line, Dave. You're good.
Yeah, it's.
They didn't show any,
Insertion.
yeah.
We should have told him it was still.
I know, I
should have
just-
told him it was still going. He'd be looking at the wall the whole episode.
Gemma, where did you go?
I like how they just showed her eyes. We couldn't get a facial expression there.
Your brother's reintegrating.
No, he's not.
I know that was troubling.
Okay, I can tell that you're smarter than me, so forgive me if I say this like super plainly.
Devin,
We don't do that again.
we'll discuss it later.
No, it's settled law, lady, okay? Just accept it. The end.
I don't think you want to stop mid-progress here.
What do you want us to know whether Gemma's alive?
She is.
Boom.
Please don't mess with me.
She is alive.
Oh. Wow.
There we
Yeah,
go.
that's what Mark was screaming when he came out of the room.
Well, remember though, she wanted like extra
Confirmation.
confirmation. Now
Screaming.
she finally got it.
Him screaming she's alive wasn't enough.
Great. Open. Oh, cold open.
Well, you know how it goes, sibling. You're like, bullshit.
Yeah.
What was I talking about? Never mind.
That was nice
Cool.
finally getting a little backstory on how
on her.
Mark and Gemma.
Instant synergy.
I wonder if they're going to give us more there, or are they just...
Because it could be an episode where we keep diving into his mind and seeing
Because
their
he's going to
past.
be out for
Well,
who knows
what
how
if
long.
it's kind of like a whole sesh where he's on the couch?
That's what I'm
That's
thinking. It's
sneaking
all
out.
his memories.
Yeah.
You know, if the writers of Fear the Walking Dead,
Good thing
it's
they're
been a
not.
minute since we've had that one. I
Good thing
figured
they're
I'd
not touching this.
bring it back.
Can you imagine the
You imagine the announcement for next season? We want to introduce our new writers, Ian and Andrew.
we would be on this channel every single day, burying them.
We give those guys so much heat.
Don't touch properties that people like.
Mark built an airplane.
Just randomly.
But he was severed the whole time, so he doesn't even remember it.
Oh, it's shaping up to be. I like it. If it was just
Done your reading?
What is this machine?
Calisthenics? Yes.
Is this after the accident?
So she's living there.
Wow. Dude, was she never severed?
Well, she has to be. Otherwise, she didn't know Mark.
Well, what if she's sworn to never say anything and she was, the last time they met, it was just little tidbits she was letting seep through?
Oh, she's part of the whole experiment. Cold Fusion 87.
Cold Harbor.
Well, yeah, that's the name of the series.
That's what I meant.
Oh, ouch. Every time you got to do that?
Oh, Lumon doesn't play. You could do the old,
Okay.
That
your
answers that answers my question.
They don't trust the old fingerprint. We saw Nicolas Cage get around that to steal the Declaration of Independence.
Well, I thought it was the
Yeah, here comes the guy that was whistling in the last one.
Yeah.
and Fitzgerald. They grab a lot of scalpels.
Dentist.
Nobody likes the dentist. I should have been an accountant like my mom wanted.
Those dentists and their humor.
Please
That's
have a
the
seat.
worst.
Yeah, one day would just seem like the next. That was just here.
Let's put a smile on that face.
Interesting.
How long was I in there?
2 hours.
Oh, you could get severed to go to dentist appointments. Severed for pregnancy. What else can we get severed for? Seems like you put your innie through a lot of shit, though. Hey, sorry, you're gonna go through all the.
You're very terrible to yourself.
Cold Harbor.
That's what I said. Cold Harbor.
Oh, bud. Need you back, me lady? Please come back.
Come on, I want to see more of young Mark and Gemma.
He's dreaming. First day on the job.
As the professor.
Yep, as professor.
Look at him all happy. His hair is like perfectly placed.
Sorry, I have a lecture at 3 on Haji Marat and my notes
no,
are all over the
It's
place.
okay. I brought you something.
Oh.
It's an ant farm. Last night you said you liked ants.
I said I like plants.
Plants.
I hate ants.
Oh, shit.
But I love farms.
Good.
All right.
Starting a worm farm.
Happy middle.
I got worms.
Oh, I like the transition into time lapse.
A lot of memories here flooding through at once.
Catching us up.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad they're doing this because I mean, obviously we knew they're married and everything, but we only had a picture of a frame of reference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's hard for us to get emotionally invested in their relationship without seeing it.
Just further enhances it for us.
What happened?
It really, truly wasn't that bad.
Sounds fun.
Fine. There were a few boulders.
Boulders? Babe, come on. It was like the death zone of Everest.
Like Chomolungma.
Mm-hmm.
Any frozen bodies?
No, I looked, but I do have photo evidence. Look at them.
Oh my God.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah, Rickon, what is wrong with you?
Hey, I belayed my first kuwa in middle school, so
What?
Another photo death zone. Exactly. Thank you.
All right, we'll ramble together someday. The two of us, it will be a grand adventure.
I feel like we spend a lot of time.
Oh,
Wait, what?
yep.
Are you not drinking?
She's pregnant.
You know that you can purify your...
Can't have that.
Oh, sorry, I just saw purify urine on the.
Why is it you want to do this?
Oh, that's a cool moment between those two.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what a journey they're giving us so far. Like all those happy moments, especially that moment. And now, oh yeah, guess what we're doing right now.
Now this moment, whatever this is,
This must be the accident.
we're losing the baby. I don't know if we lost the baby before. Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah, miscarriage.
Oh, no.
Oh.
No.
Hey, hon, do you know where I put the keys? Okay.
I was gonna say, does it seem like that was going in reverse?
Miss Cobell's orders. I'm to watch her for signs of sadness and verbally encourage her to forego further suicide.
The fuck?
You're plugged in.
Going down the Ethernet cord.
That was a cool transition.
Eyes on the prize at all times. Look at this shit.
Oh,
Eyes everywhere.
yeah. Just studying everybody.
Are the severance barriers holding?
Yes. The technology is
They
working.
all look like the person that they're
Yeah,
watching.
They look similar.
You like her?
She's easy to like. She's fond of me too, of course.
Creep.
Didn't she try and break your fingers?
Yeah.
I'll go with it.
Hi, I'll be right with you. Thanks.
I'm just like, is she like walking into past memories somehow?
Oh,
Oh, look at him. That was him.
That was him. He's no good doctor.
So what the is he really doing?
Maybe they end up offering Gemma a way to escape her pain.
You know, it's the next step for a lot of people.
I love you too. I'm sorry.
Oh, the amount of guilt she has. It's not your fault, Gemma.
Oh,
It is not.
No, it's the little flashes of the clay.
there was the door.
That's
in
the
the hallway.
door in the hallway.
Accident. Like,
And we're getting.
You ready?
Huh?
It's time.
Wait a minute. Are they? IVF?
Reading, thank you, Nance.
Oh my God, I'm a little nervous.
Yeah.
Baby?
Yeah.
So I'm a little nervous.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, the final step. And, you know, there's a kid just out there just waiting for us. Just gotta reach out and grab her. Right?
What if it doesn't work?
Turn around and bend over.
it's our dentist.
My mouth hurts.
Yeah, she.
There's the implant.
And what happened in the rooms? You remember nothing?
Nothing.
Wonder if they're testing severance for medical treatment. Hey, you have to have surgery. I'll just sever you. Sever you.
There's only one room I haven't been to yet, and today it had a name on it.
Cold Harbor.
So what happens? Once I've
Been in all the rooms.
You will see the world again, and the world will see you.
Thanks for the riddle.
Mark will benefit from the world you're siring. Kier will take away all his pain, just as Kier has taken away yours.
I was just asking for a yes, no, but
Can you please just talk?
Thank you.
There you go, Gemma. Don't take no shit.
praise Kier.
Good night, Gemma. Dream sweet.
Oh, dream sweet. He can't even say it like a normal person. Dream sweet.
This guy.
You know what? Yeah. This guy. So she sounds like she went into this whole program very voluntarily.
Oh, no. Did it happen again?
No.
Or just
It
not?
looks like she's got the test, so I'm assuming negative.
I was going to say it didn't take, probably, is what I...
Yeah, I mean, that's tough for
Is he
a
okay?
woman when they
He stayed
do all
long.
this stuff.
Yeah, I have to go through a lot.
This is how you get Gemma out.
Really? This? Because this looks like how you kill my brother.
You two are definitely related.
A little difficult right now.
Harmony Cobell.
Why would you do that? She runs the severed floor.
Not anymore, she doesn't. She might know how to get in the cabin. She might know how to get to Gemma.
What are you doing?
She was raised by them. She's a soldier.
It's a risk, I get that.
A risk? We resume the treatment as soon as he wakes up.
Okay, I have custody of his brain now. You don't. I'm calling her.
No,
Oh,
what? No.
High risk, no reward.
Usually,
Then I can't be a part of this.
What?
If you do that, if you make that choice,
What are you? No, seriously, what are you doing?
good luck.
You can't leave him like this.
If you're calling her, she has to.
I don't know what to do with this. What do I do if he wakes up?
Do not call that woman.
Oh my God.
wow. Don't. Come on, you're usually the level-headed one.
Chikai Bardo. I don't know. It looks like two guys fighting.
Cards.
No, it's the
That was from
himself.
Yeah.
Wow.
Season 1.
Yep, the
Ego
cards from
death.
before.
Yeah, what Dylan grabbed.
Tell me how I'm feeling.
I have no idea how you're feeling.
Like shit. Beat to shit.
So let's stop.
Was Lumen presenting itself as a fertility clinic to them?
They
They're
that
presenting
too.
themselves as everything. We saw everything medically, they had their name on it. At least Quentin pointed that out right at the beginning, too.
Yeah, but I wonder if that's how she got, like, hey, we'll go through this whole process as severed, and then either after you have the baby or you've got a healthy pregnancy, you'll go back to your normal. But the entire process of IVF and all that will do as severed.
I mean, there was deodorant, there's some toothpicks.
I wonder if she's...
Those things are convenient.
Yeah, going through it all.
Whoa.
Oh,
Whoa.
Whoa.
What is...
now we're on a plane.
Let's get you set up with that meal. Bon appetit. Can I get you anything else?
That was like outside.
The food is glued on. It's a simulated plane crash. Yeah.
I thought it had plastic over the top of it.
No, it's just like fake food glued down or
He's
plastic or
stuck
something.
at 96%.
The nosebleed set us back. When he's done, you're gonna have to say goodbye to her.
I'm aware.
What?
What in the hell?
She was drinking it.
That was a guy later. Oh, she's become fond of me.
Dear Mr. Tisdale, I cannot thank you enough.
All right, here we go.
We have never owned an electric grouter. And we look forward to the many happy
Oh, she's trying to write lefty.
memories.
Or maybe her head is just messed up where she can't.
Or
Oh, look at
her
he's in
innie.
the
Or
sweater.
innie trying to write maybe or something.
Come on now. Sweetheart, it's the last one.
She's been writing that. Look at that stack.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
How much longer do I have to do this?
I told you, you're done. But Christmas has a funny way of coming back around each year.
It's always Christmas.
Let's go.
That explains the sweater.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The other guy doesn't want him wearing it outside of these little experiments.
I love you.
Oh.
There it is.
I love you too.
Oh.
Nothing creepy going on here, folks. Perfectly normal.
And now they're barely talking.
He probably feels helpless.
Yeah.
She's going through so much.
I want to go home.
You are home.
Your husband remarried last year.
What?
Oh,
You lying sack of shit.
And he has a daughter now.
Oh, wow.
I don't believe you.
Yes.
You've been gone a long time, Gemma. He's moved on. Maybe you've moved on too. In one of the rooms, what do you think?
To that guy, not you, the audience.
Yeah.
The death of Ivan Ilyich. Let me guess. He dies at the end.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Holy shit.
Suck on that, you piece of shit.
got the black
see that
card.
coming.
The way out.
Dude had it coming.
So Lumon's a lot worse than we thought even. Not that I didn't think they were good, but
I was just gonna say.
now they're next level.
But is she going to run into the same problem Helly ran into?
Gemma!
Oh, Nurse Cratchit's after you.
Wasn't she in night court?
Stop! Gemma!
Oh, no.
Something
Yeah,
bad.
damn it.
Yep. It's the
Hey.
paradox.
Sure you don't want to come?
Shreds.
That's going to be like 20 minutes of it.
Yeah, but, you know.
All right, well, I'll be back at like 10.
Yep, this is it. Well, this clearly isn't going to work for her.
Miss Casey,
Look who it
Milkshake.
is. Milkshake to save the day.
your outie came in for a public art exhibition and found herself in the wrong elevator.
How long have I been?
If you wouldn't mind turning around and heading back in, it would be greatly appreciated.
But
On you go.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this isn't being held hostage at all.
No.
where's
Thank you, Miss Casey.
Oh, God.
God, he's such a dedicated employee.
No kidding.
How does that guy sleep at night knowing some of the decisions he has to make?
He thinks he's doing right.
Yeah, doing Kier's work.
Well, he may not agree, but he is loyal because we've seen some of his facial expressions during some stuff.
Yeah, he loved those paintings they gave him.
Yeah, nothing racial about it at all.
Nah.
Damn it.
No. Yeah.
Push kick.
And that's when they made her gone for good. The Lumon cops had to tell the story. Well, it's interesting because it's swapped. You know, her outie is being kept down there, and the innie was the one talking to Milkshake.
Well, because when she goes into each one of those rooms, it becomes
Yeah,
the innie.
so it's a little bit different for us, what we're used to seeing.
Yeah, that's crazy because that fade to black was like, that was the last time we saw that version of Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, I got some bad news to tell you, Mark.
Yeah.
Pissed off.
Mm.
The one person who can help us.
Mark? Hey.
Is Harmony going to be there?
Hey.
I wouldn't be surprised because she's probably last resort for her.
Careful. Easy. Mark. Where'd you go?
He looks rough. That's where I went.
Oh, man.
What an episode.
Well, we were
Dan and Mark wrote that one.
Good.
we were wondering
God, that
about
was
Gemma. We were wondering about Gemma, and we got some answers. And it was for me, it was just wild seeing it, the outie version of Gemma, for the most part, you know, trapped inside of Lumon, while her innie would, you know, go into the individual rooms, versus, you know, Mark and company who come down an elevator, and then it's the innie doing all the work. So man, that was wild. We finally got some answers on Gemma, which was really good to see. I'm really wondering if Mark's sister, if she did call Harmony, because that was real quick, the scene, you know, in the living room there when Mark was finally waking up. So I wouldn't be surprised if in the next episode there's harm innie there in the living room, over Mark or whatever. But nonetheless, either way, I did like how she was put in a situation where, like, hey, look, if you call her, I'm out of here, because I think she's as good as gone if she was to call Harmony and have her there. So that's made sense to me why she bailed in that situation. But yeah, this was really cool. We got so much more insight into everything that Mark and Gemma were going through, and just the way we got to see years worth of a relationship in a matter of minutes. Everything they went through, trying to conceive, things not working out, trying alternate means to try to make it happen, that not working out. So I think until you get some definite answers, I think there's a lot there that's open into interpretation as to why you might think Gemma is even there in the first place at Lumon. Because for as much as they showed us, at least I kind of think we didn't get a ton of answers, behind Jenna's motivation for being there. I think you can speculate quite a bit on it, but I don't think we really have any definite answers as to the exact why she went to Lumon after everything. Yes, it was all Lumon medical equipment. I assume it was Lumon cops giving Mark the news. They were all in on everything, but at what point was it Gemma trying to, get over her grief of, losing a child and not being able to conceive? Was that a part of it? Did Lumon make her an offer to, to be able to get away from that, or promise her something if she went through this? So again, for as much as they gave us, as per usual with this show, a lot more questions than answers, but it was cool seeing her side of things through Mark's memories, while Mark was kind of having his dreams here. We got to see Gemma's story.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. It was what
you got something on your mind there.
With what?
I'm a little confused as to why you're confused. I might be out in left field, but I took this very clearly as she went there for the fact that they went into the fertility office and you saw the creepy doctor there, and then she had the Lumon cards. That was, they offered her some sort of fertility treatment there. I think they painted that almost as clear.
I mean, maybe, or a way to forget. We don't know.
Here's the doctor. Here's the doctor at the fertility clinic.
Yeah, but didn't they already do that before they came here? Or was that seen after? With
so
the
now, because they failed, wrong choice of words there. She had a miscarriage. Next step, as he alluded to in this, coming up here in a couple seconds, was IVF at Lumon. So they took their blood, both of them. Well, hers for sure.
Yeah, well, to be clear, I have zero idea how IVF works. I know nothing about it, and I don't know the process, and I know nothing. So that's why I didn't know what Lumon was promising her, because I thought they tried the IVF, it didn't work. Then she maybe went to Lumon to try to get over whatever she was going through, or maybe they offered something.
No, I took this as, and look, I could be wrong too, because obviously Mark went there. I think people are going there for different reasons, right? Mm-hmm. But I took this as the fact that she had the cards from Lumon, the fact that this guy was the doctor. She ended up there. She was very cognizant, wanted to go home. I think it was some sort of like, hey, come to Lumon, we'll do these IVF treatments, or you can be part of this study in exchange. Like almost like, because IVF, like a round of IVF can be $20,000 to $30,000. I mean, it's not unusual for couples to spend. I mean, that's like base. You want to try IVF to conceive, 20 to 30 grand right off the rip, and most insurance companies don't cover it. So it's super expensive. So maybe Lumon was saying, hey, if you come and you do these, you get, agree to do this severed stuff to go through some of our experiments, we'll do the IVF stuff. So that's what I took from it, but I thought they painted it, they made it very sketchy that the doctor was the same Lumon doctor. But I took it very much as they went there. And I think he was leery about it because he's like, well, why are you doing this? Why are you going through these cards and stuff? Like, you're going to, almost like, why would you waste time with these people? And I think she was going through and doing that. And then
I think
her-
they were testing her, and
I
when
think she was
doing
going.
wild
I think
stuff.
what they were showing is they were showing her outie going in, and then in the innie, and she was probably whatever. And then when she decided that she was done with it, that's when they.
Well, we saw at the very beginning, even when they were donating blood, it was Lumon.
Yeah,
At the very beginning.
Yeah.
So I think what they're trying to paint a picture here is that
They've been
Lumon
watching
is-
them for a while.
Well, I don't
That
even know if
too,
it's
though,
just
I think.
that,
No,
but I think
I'm
Lumon
with you.
is. I think it's that, but I think Lumon is much larger
Then even we
than
can conceive
what
just
we
from
would
watching
think.
the
Because right
show.
now, in the United States, I know we have global audience. You have hospitals, you have drug companies, whatever. But it would be like. But you know what I'm saying? Like, what if one hospital was also owned by Pfizer or Johnson & Johnson? You're like, oh, it's Johnson & Johnson medical equipment. Oh, Johnson & Johnson is running an IVF thing. Oh, Johnson & Johnson has this huge building where they do studies. But really, on the bottom floor of
Praise Johnson & Johnson.
on the bottom floor of Johnson & Johnson, they were doing some sketchy shit, and Johnson & Johnson was really cover for some big culty bullshit. So I think Lumon here is a representation of some giant company that's doing all sorts of stuff, and God knows.
Yeah, I mean, they've
what.
showed they're a massive conglomerate.
Huge.
So,
There's
already.
Lumons everywhere, right?
Yeah, they've certainly shown that.
But in any regard, I think that's what they were trying to say, is that she was there for some sort of IVF stuff.
Well, I think as soon as that happened, for some reason, they were watching both of them. And then obviously when things, weren't going to plan. Oh, nice pause. Diamond Dave paused it right on the taking some blood out. It's getting Appleton Oak a little queasy, if you will. But back to this episode, I absolutely loved it because, we understood how much Mark loved Gemma, and we saw how his outie life had deteriorated because he lost his one true love. So going back to this, from when they first met to their marriage to everything, you saw a completely different Mark that, we saw glimpses of throughout the whole series, whether it's been his innie or his outie. We saw glimpses, whereas here we see, like, basically to me, it's like we're seeing Adam Scott right there. That's Adam Scott. That seems him.
It's a third
in the
version.
flesh.
It's a third version of Mark.
Well, pretty much. And he's happy, he's in love. And so it was nice to see that side of him and to be able to see, Gemma on the outside, because we saw her as Miss Casey, but a picture, I know a picture is worth 1,000 words and everything like that, but we didn't see it. We didn't actually get to see it with them together. So when we saw all this backtracking through their whole relationship, into their marriage, into the trials and tribulations that go with that, it was just, I don't want to say like I'm excited for it or happy that we got to see all, but it was nice to see all that because it makes you feel it even more now.
Yeah.
Now, as much as we wanted him to find Gemma and him to get Gemma back, this helps it bring it along.
Yeah, and just real quick, so the clinic that they went at where she was filling out that form, that was called, like, because Diamond Dave had it on the screen while you were talking, it said like Baumgartner Family Clinic or something like that, but then it had the Lumon logo on the far left. So that, you could interpret that as they were just going to a family clinic to try to get some help on it or whatever. And then it turns out it's run by Lumon.
Owned by
Yep.
Lumon.
So then I'm just wondering how the tumbling effect then went down into what she did, because she obviously we saw the emotional roller coaster with her going through what she had to go through, and even the strain that it caused on the relationship, and to me it seems like Gemma's like, I'm willing to do anything and everything. So like what was the final thing? Did she actually get in an accident? I mean, we've heard that Mark said, I identified the body. Well, are you sure? And what kind, and how did they take her? Where did she go, or how did she do that? Because she wanted him to come with him that night. So it's just, there's a few more questions, but I really loved it just for the backstory of these two, because we'd seen pictures and we've heard him talk about her, but we have never actually seen it. And I thought that was refreshing and loved to see it.
Real quick, I really do think it was a pure setup. I think they were waiting for a natural moment for them to be apart. And what better time than, it's nighttime and Gemma's going here, because to me they probably I'm going to go on a way limb on one of the scenarios I'm thinking of, is that they were being tracked. Somebody was watching. They already had some knowledge of, hey, Gemma is going to go here. Mark may or may not be going. probably watched through the windows or whatever. Again, going on a huge limb here of just scenarios going through my head. They Lumon, like I think one of you guys said, oh, the Lumon police are here. So I think they set it up. I don't know what they did for the trickery for the body to Mark to identify it, but this is after this episode and just kind of going through it, I really feel like they had a plan for these two, and then they were finally able to execute X, Y, and Z to go into their plan.
Yeah. I also just thought that it's like Lumon preys on people at a low point. Gemma with this, Mark after Gemma's death, Dylan who can't keep a job.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like they seem to prey on the feeling at the lowest, and that's how they get them.
Bert, who they made it very clear that Bert felt like he couldn't get into heaven, and maybe having an innie,
part
so
of him.
Bert was probably
Some vulnerability of any sort.
Any sort. And so why not here? You see people fill out this patient intake form. Oh, well, doesn't work out. Hey, we can help you with that. It just takes a little testing. And there you go.
Yeah, I mean, that's, like I said, that's the beauty of the episode. There's just so much speculation you can do.
Yeah, this particular episode for me is especially disturbing. I won't get into too much detail, but I have family and close friends who have gone through IVF, both successfully and unsuccessfully. And sometimes what some of the women who go through IVF will do, I've seen this in a couple different friends, is they've made posts on social media where they show they'll line up in circles all the syringes that they use for injections, all the bottles, all the pills, and it creates a very dramatic visual image of all the things that a woman has to do going through IVF. And certainly I don't want to take away anything from the guy's side of things, because I know there's a lot of men out there who are very excited about the opportunity to be fathers, and the journey is a journey for couples in a lot of cases, but the physical side of it for females is, from what it appears, a very, very exhaustive process. The thought of a company, hey, we want to do experiments, or yes, we take people vulnerable, whatever. It's a different level when you're preying on people in this particular situation. Not that preying on people in any vulnerable situation is okay, but to me, this is especially disturbing. And again, just having friends or family that have gone through this, it's hard to watch. Like I said, I've had friends who've gone through a few rounds of it unsuccessfully, and it's fucking, honestly, it's just fucking brutal to watch. It really is. I mean, even in the miscarriage thing, I've had, friends who have dealt with miscarriages and then were able to conceive after, friends who have just had miscarriages and then had to go to, it's a lot. And honestly, I feel like somebody who's actually gone through the IVF journey, especially a female who's gone through it, probably this show was probably deeply, deeply upsetting beyond just I'm watching a TV show. So, again, incredible writing, very powerful. For as powerful as the scenes were, again, the way they shot it, the transitions and stuff like that. And we do this all the time on this channel, where it was we'll watch a show where the subject matter is very, very heavy, and it feels a little bit awkward to step out of that discussion and be like, oh, and the cinematography and this. But we want to. I think we just want to give credit and recognize everybody that works on the show. And sometimes it's not just the writing or the acting, it's everybody involved who was part of the storytelling. And so I want to give credit there. But it really takes this show from a, what are they doing down there, to these are just fucking disgusting people. And so it shifts my whole mindset on this show, and it makes it, the other thing it makes it feel like is Lumon is a much, much bigger, it's not just some side, it's not just some weird, company owned by some billionaire who, is into some weird shit. It makes it feel like this is on a much, much larger scope and in a time where, a lot of people have a lot of feelings about big companies and their actual interest in the well-being of, the general population. I think this probably hits a little bit harder. But yeah, just, again, great storytelling, but it really, really puts Lumon in just a whole, like, lower level for me that I didn't see coming when we started watching the show. Like they're really fucked up people.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. That Dr. Maurer is one certified human piece of trash, monster. I mean, every word that you can think of, because the way his creepy ass smile was during some of this, his confession, "Oh, I love you, Gemma." Well, I love you. He didn't say I love you, Gemma, but I love you. I wanted to just throw him into a wall after that, especially with the lies he was telling. Even so, after, Mark moved on. He married me. No, he had a kid. And after the story that we just got,
that was so
through the journey between Gemma and Mark, especially her journey, on how the difficulties it was that she was going through to just get conceive a child here. Him throwing that in her face like that, and it was the outie. So she has 100% of those memories. That was harsh. And to what you were speaking to, Oak, the IVF treatments for women, man, heart goes out to all those who do it and struggle with it, because I have someone close to me as well who's gone through that, and you're not kidding, Oak. And I'm sure a lot of some folks too, or have experienced it, where the overwhelming factors that go through your head if one treatment doesn't work, guilt, some depression may kick in. And again, I haven't experienced it, so I'm just going off of what the close ones I've seen go through and just talks with. It's an emotional toll for you women that have to go through multiple journeys of that. With the couples itself, I know it can bring on a lot of stress. So hopefully, which they did a good job in here, which I'm proud of that they did that, to show that, hey, couples do get in these really tense, stressed out situations, because you have Gemma, we'll just say Gemma here, going through this journey and it's not working. And like you just said, Dave, and a lot of you probably already know, these journeys are not cheap. I think I heard someone through our circles, they were close to $80,000.
Yeah, I know I think it's, and again, I could be on the low end, but from what I understood, it was 20 to 30, like each round. So if you're somebody who's tried a few times, yeah, you could easily hit $100,000.
Yeah, it's not cheap. And then when you start adding that potential stress on, and it's just a ton of factors. So again, my heart goes out to anyone who is experiencing it or has experienced it, because it's not a fun ride.
Yeah, and I mean, the thing you got to think about with IVF, and I know that's not what this show is about, but I think you have to.
It's a serious topic.
You have to understand it a little bit to understand the strain that it has on people. These are two teachers or professors here. Right. And again, so from my understanding is that IVF is not covered by most insurance companies. And so for a lot of people, I mean, look at, I can't speak for globally, but in America, I mean, how many people just have, $30,000 just like, okay, we can pay this out of pocket. And then if it doesn't work, you're just out, you're 30,000. And then we're going to do another 30,000. It's just like, oh my, like how, at what point, and if your goal is to start a family, at what point do you want to quit? I mean, I know people who have taken out loans.
I mean, if you completely exhaust your finances and you plunge yourself into debt you can never come out of, well, how do you even start a family from that?
Yeah, and I know people who have borrowed money from family, people who have cashed out 401ks, people have done this. Look, and if it's successful, then you can say, hey, look, then you can't put a price on starting a family. Right. So at that point, but for the people who have just put themselves in a really bad spot, and It's a lot. Yeah, they went a little like again. I think the show writing is brilliant, but they took you to a whole different level with somebody taking advantage of a couple and a female going through IVF. It's especially if if it hits a little bit closer to you, it's just really just.
Well, and same with the miscarriage too. Like that alone, putting aside the IVF, that alone has a deep effect on a woman. And basically, when you hit the nail on the head on there, the guilt that a woman would feel during that.
Yeah, because right in there, she told Mark she's sorry. Like it's
a little bit later on, just before she signed the paper.
Yeah, it's like it's not your fault. It's just that's call it biology, call it science, call it whatever you want. It's not in your control. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. If it's not, it won't. There's no shame or guilt with it.
And I think it's less.
There
less
shouldn't be,
now.
but that's what the person's going to.
That's how you're going
to. Yeah, of course.
Natural.
Historically, you've seen talks of like a woman being able to give a man a child and the pressure there. And historically, and now we know, and I'm sure they've always known, but now we know like sometimes it's the man. Sometimes it's the female, and there's different things you can do biologically or with medication on each side. If a man has low sperm count or motility or whatever, there's things that he can try. So it's sometimes it's the man, sometimes it's the woman. In today's day and age, usually with medical technology, you can pinpoint it a little bit more. But when you see somebody apologize for something like that, it really just gets you in the gut because. You can see his reaction here, like, no, don't be sorry. But on both sides of it, like the excitement that the excitement, the rush of emotions, the nervousness that you get when you find out you're going to be a parent, is immense. And I can
see that plus sign.
Yeah, it's immense. And I can speak. We didn't have any miscarriages. I'll just be transparent here about my own experience. I'm not going to share, stuff on our YouTube channel about friends who have been through that. I'll just be vague. But, it took us a while, but then everything was like healthy once, we didn't have to go through IVF or do any, fertility stuff like that. But knowing what some friends had gone through and knowing that some friends have had miscarriages, even when you find out you're pregnant, like those first, those first handful of months, when people are, of course, later on, you're just hoping for a healthy baby. But those first handful of months when you see people more likely to have miscarriages, like you're always on like pins and needles. So the fact that they showed the miscarriage, you felt so bad for it. It's like, it's a fictional show, but so many people go through that. And yeah, just fuck if they don't make you just think that Lumon is disgusting here past like, oh, it's just a fictional show,
Yeah, and now to Gemma, which I'm glad, I don't know about you guys or you guys, but I'm glad we actually got this episode mainly for Gemma because we've had X amount of episodes where we just see Miss Casey, right? And Mark talking about Gemma or just seeing the picture. And for me, seeing the love triangle, I was having some fun with it. It's like, oh, well, Innie Mark and Innie Helly make a great couple. Now, after seeing this episode and seeing the connection that they had of Mark and Gemma, it's like, oh, damn, now I'm like super, I'm back super invested back into Gemma and Mark. So the way they hopefully attempted for all of you is to get you way more invested now back into Gemma.
Yeah, well, and we don't know how the timelines line up. We don't know what Gemma was doing while Mark was doing whatever. So what if that doctor was like, what if what he said about Mark moving on and having somebody else, what if that was when he was with Helly? We don't know when the time frames line up. That could have been from his point of view.
Well,
he's saying the truth.
It was a pure lie.
Yeah. I mean, he was lying about that. But again, we don't know when the timelines match up and when stuff was going on with Gemma here versus Mark and company.
I took it as
to interpret.
I took it as when they realized that regular outie Gemma wanted to escape. That was their. I took this as like almost like a 1-for-1 as it was happening. I think that when regular
Over like timelines.
Yep, I took it as parallel timelines. When regular outie Gemma said like, "This is it. I need to escape," Lumon said, "Okay, red flag. We have to go to the next protocol and make sure that that she's not expected to be out anymore at all. Period. Because otherwise, if something doesn't happen to her,
the car crash.
people are gonna. Because I'm sure." If you would tell,
she wasn't out at all. She was.
No, she was living there.
Yeah,
but he was saying the car crash.
But so what I'm saying is like if she's
once she started misbehaving in
Yeah,
their
'cause-
idea, that's when they had the car crash.
Yeah, so like
so that she would never come back.
Yeah, so here's what that's how I yes to both of you. So if somebody was going to voluntarily take part in some sort of an IVF program, they would tell their friends, they would tell their family, "Hey, I'm going here for this IVF program. It's going to be a 6-month thing. It's going to be a 9-month thing. It's going to be whatever." Now she wants to leave, right? And she's got friends and family that are expecting her at some point. You're either going to have a successful trial run or a non-successful trial run. Now, at some point, Lumon's going to have to explain to people, "Oh yeah, we didn't let her go." They have to have the outside world think she's dead. And when they realize that she's no longer in it, she wants out. They need to.
No, I
needs to
don't
be
think
done.
that at all. I think the car crash was before she was in all that at all. That
Yeah.
they took her away because like
Yeah,
she
you
was
make a good
living
point.
there, she was sleeping there, she had a bedroom that she was staying in that they would take her out to take her in those other rooms. And
So you're
someone
saying like
and
when
we
she
did see
was,
one
like,
comment
let's
that
say
someone
when she
pointed out
was-
that Dylan completed one of those rooms. He was
Okay.
working on one of those rooms.
So
she went
like
into.
maybe what you're saying is like when she was doing the cards or whatever, she
That was
was
before
she
she
was
even got
still
it.
at home, and they pretty much accepted her as a patient, and they knew they were never going to let her go. So they
I think they
went
also
and-
told her we'll bring you into this, but then had a car crash.
Then they
everyone
had
on
the
outside,
car
so that way
crash.
she could never get out.
Yeah, I see. I took it as a 1-for-1, and she's in a
No,
voluntary
because
program.
I think all the memories were of her Audi
Before.
in there of before, and then coupled with Mark in his like mini coma.
So
So
when
I think
Yeah,
part
it
of
was-
because part of me is thinking that's Audi Mark sharing those memories to any
So
Mark,
when she thinks,
so that any Mark knows all about Gemma.
yeah, I see what
That's what I'm picking up as well.
I see where you're going with that. Yeah. Well,
We'll find out soon.
Yeah, again, what an episode this was. So I'm probably missing some stuff, but I think they covered it. So
we all are.
Look at how long we went on this. That's how good this episode was. A lot of interpretations. Might be right, might be dead ass wrong, but we will find out maybe. So for Appleton Oak, Diamond Dave, that's Mason Quinn. I'm of course the answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.